As you can see on screen here, I received a message from a viewer to the channel, Zhang Weihan. In January, he says, Michaela Peterson was posting photos of her mother Tammy's physique, attributing it to the amazing powers of the 100% beef diet, which she had been doing for 18 months. Last week, Tammy had to be rushed to hospital for emergency life-saving after liver failure. Strangely, this is not being attributed to the amazing powers of the 100% beef diet. In social sciences, in the study of statistics, and in politics, one of the easiest ways you can mislead your audience, one of the easiest ways to falsify findings or evidence, is simply to omit cases to the contrary. There were popular videos of magicians walking around the streets of New York City back in the 1990s, miraculously reading people's minds. And the only thing you needed to do to create this miracle was to film the same scenario again and again and again of a magician walking up to somebody and guessing the number they're thinking of, and just don't use any of the takes in which he guesses wrong. If I ask you to guess a number between 1 and 10, and I guess it's 7, and we film this with a series of strangers, do it 100 times, maybe we get a couple of segments that just look amazing. That's not science. At what point do we step away from merely pseudoscientific and unscientific attitudes into something that's actually cult-like, pernicious, and dangerous? I'll tell you when. It's when your mom gets checked into the hospital with a life-threatening condition, and they start going through the checklist of questions. Say, oh, well, what have you been eating? And if she's honest, if she reports the same thing to the doctor that she's reporting on her daughter's website promoting their crazy fad diet, obviously the doctor's jaw is going to drop. And whether or not her diet caused this condition, whether or not her diet contributed to or exacerbated or worsened this condition, the first thing the doctor is going to say is, you need to be on a healthy, balanced diet that includes leafy green vegetables and broccoli and probably whole grains and a few other things will be on the list. Even if it's the worst doctor in the world. I mean, this would not have to be a genius doctor. This would not have to be a doctor who's a path-breaking vegan physician, not someone who cares about ethics or ecology. Frankly, not even someone who cares about health. Anyone who hears this woman narrate how she used her daughter's anecdotal evidence of lose weight, feel great by eating a 100% carnivore diet. Anyone who hears that is going to say, well, guess what? Now you're in the hospital, you're on death's door, so it's time to stop listening to your daughter. It's time to start listening to cold, hard scientific facts. Do you think she's going to do it? Do you think she's going to do it? Some of us grow up being raised in the faith and ignorance of our parents. And some of us grow up in the self-selected obscurity of myths of our own devising. What makes the peculiar religiosity of the Jordan Peterson family so pathetic and so pernicious is precisely that they do it to themselves.